Since 1990, we have spent millions of euros and tens of thousands of research hours to find scientific answers to life's most important and challenging questions. What makes us happy? What makes us healthy? How can we heal from physical and mental disease? How can we heal emotionally and sexually so we can be happy in our relationships? How can we develop our talents and be of value to the world? We have interviewed more than 15,000 people and asked more than 4,000 different questions. After 20 years of intensive research, we are beginning to find the answers we have been looking for so long. We have already presented these answers in 250 research papers and about 30 books. Now we bring it over to you. Recently in England, there was an HIV patient who spontaneously got rid of his HIV infection. And we have been thinking about this a lot. What happened with this fellow? In the paper we published in 2004, we actually have a suggestion for what happened. What we found in this paper is from a study in Uganda. In Uganda, they couldn't afford the drugs, so we wanted to know how the connection was between quality of life and the immune system status. That is, how active is your immune system and how well is it working. So we went to Uganda and we found 20 people who were not patients because they did not have any signs of AIDS, and when they were measured they had T helper cell counts, that is CD4 counts, less than 200 million T helper cells per milliliter. We also, when we collected patients, found some patients with more than that in the blood, but we know that this is a limit for where you can find symptoms of HIV. So we excluded these of the study. So we took 20 people and measured their quality of life and their CD4 count. That is, their happiness and their immune system status. And then we plotted quality of life and power of the immune system against each other. And we found a brutal, very, very strong statistical association between happiness and a good immune system functioning when you have HIV. And actually this curve was so strong that there is very good reason to believe that if you have an HIV infection and if you live a happy life, then it's much less likely than you will develop AIDS. But what is striking with this curve is that it seems that if you get what we could call extremely happy, totally happy, then the immune system will be so strong that it's very likely that what we call seroconvert, that you go from HIV positive to HIV negative, which was exactly what we saw with this patient in England. So we believe that you can do a lot for yourself if you have an HIV infection. You can actually, if you do this work with yourself extremely well, cure yourself from HIV. This is how it seems to be. And now you can be extremely curious about how can I improve my happiness, because this is really the big question now after this study. And we know a lot about it here at the Quality of Life Research Center in Copenhagen. This is actually like what we know something about. And it seems that your happiness is strongly connected to your philosophy of life. Meaning, if you have a positive and good set of attitudes, then you're much more happy than if you have a lot of negative beliefs. But you are most happy when you have no beliefs at all, which is also a surprising finding from our recent research, that if you do not believe in anything, then you're just present here now, and then you are as happy as you can be.